What if an interstellar object whirling through our solar system is actually a nuclear-powered spacecraft sent by aliens to test how humans respond?
Recently, research has revealed such shocking things about this mysterious interstellar visitor that even the world of science has been surprised to hear them. This object looks like a bright comet from the outside, but there are some irregularities in its behavior that make it different from all other comets. The question is it really an ordinary space rock, or is there some secret hidden behind it that is beyond our understanding? Many scientists are calling it a common comet that came from the center of our galaxy, but on the other hand, some experts say that its trajectory and movement do not seem natural at all. It is following almost the same path as we had planned and sent our Voyager spacecraft. And the most interesting thing is that Harvard University's famous astrophysicist, Professor Avi Loeb, says that this object cannot be completely natural either. It is possible that behind it is hidden a technology made by some external civilization, which is showing itself like a comet. Now, imagine. What if this is true? Are we really seeing a guest sent by another civilization who is quietly passing by, evading our eyes? Or is it just a cosmic coincidence? The answer to what is the truth is still shrouded in mystery, but it is certain that the revelation about it in the coming days can shake our minds. And yes, before moving on to the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such mysterious and exciting updates. At first glance, this mysterious object does not look different at all. When seen through telescopes, it appears to be just an ordinary shining comet, like we have seen thousands of times before. A rocky body or an icy ball comes towards the sun in the sky, shines a little, and then slowly goes on its way. But the difference is seen when scientists start looking at it a little deeper. Initially, most people said, "Hey, this is just another comet. What is special about it?" But when its data came out, many strange signals started coming in it. Scientists noticed that it is not behaving like a common comet. Usually, when a comet comes close to the sun, the ice on its surface starts melting, and a long tail of gas and dust is formed. But nothing special was seen with this visitor. This is what makes it even more mysterious. The reason why it is looking so bright from above is also not fully understood. In some data, it appeared compact and more solid, whereas comets are generally loose in structure and have blurry shapes. That is, it may look normal from the outside, but there is a different story going on inside it. This is why scientists are saying it would be a mistake to consider it just another space rock. Now the big question arises that where did this mysterious guest come from? Whenever an object comes from outside in our solar system, most of the times its direction is random. They can come from any angle, can take different trajectories. But this object is believed to have come directly from the dense center of our galaxy, from the same place where millions of stars are filled and where the gravitational environment is very complex. It is interesting for scientists because things coming from that part are usually visible to us quickly. But this visitor remained hidden from our eyes and was caught only when it had come very close. Meaning, its entry was something different. What is even more surprising is that while other interstellar objects enter at random angles, this object fits exactly according to the flat path of the planets of our entire solar system, i.e., the ecliptic plane. It seems as if someone had deliberately designed its path in such a way that it could pass near many planets. Generally, such a coincidence is very rare. This is the reason why many scientists are saying, if it was just a natural object, then how could its trajectory be so perfect? Late discovery. Why was it hidden? Just think. Millions of objects keep moving in our sky every day. Scientists have such advanced telescopes and technology that they can identify any comet or asteroid coming years in advance. But this mysterious interstellar visitor suddenly appeared as if it was hidden somewhere. By the time it was caught, it had reached very close to us. This is the most surprising thing. Why did this happen? Was it just a coincidence that it came from a part where our telescopes cannot work very well? Or was its path deliberately chosen so that it could remain hidden from our eyes for a long time? According to scientists, this object was entering from such a direction from which it is very difficult to detect any object coming. It was such a blind spot in our sky, which is not easily visible to human eyes, and this is the reason why it remained hidden from us until it came closer. Now the question arises whether it was just a game of luck, or is there some hidden intention behind it? This mystery makes it even more interesting. But the real surprise came when scientists carefully checked its trajectory. Usually, interstellar objects enter our solar system from any random angle. They can come from above, below, or from any strange direction. But the path of this visitor turned out to be completely different. It entered directly into the same flat level, which we call the ecliptic plane, the plane in which all our planets, such as Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, etc., revolve around the Sun. Now just think, if an object coming from billions of kilometers away enters the flat plane of the path of our planets with such accuracy, then how big a thing it is. Scientists calculated its probability and found that the chance of this happening is only 0.2%. That is, such a coincidence can happen only 2 times out of 1,000. And this is the point that is bothering many experts. Not only this, after seeing its path, many scientists linked it to one of our own historic efforts, the Voyager spacecraft. When NASA launched the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft, their paths were designed very thoughtfully, so that they pass by many planets one by one and send us information about them. Looking at the path of this interstellar visitor, it seems as if someone has designed it thoughtfully. It also passed by many planets as if it was a flyby mission. Now the question is that if it is just a natural comet, then why is its path so perfect? Is it really just a coincidence or a planned survey of some other civilization? This is the reason why there is so much debate among scientists about it. On one hand, some people consider it a mere coincidence, while on the other hand, some say that it is extremely difficult for so many coincidences to happen together. Whenever we look into it deeply, its secrets become deeper. It is as if this ordinary-looking guest is challenging us. Think about me, but it will not be easy to reach the truth. Mysterious journey near planets. Just think, if an interstellar object comes to our solar system after traveling billions of miles, then which planet it passes by or at what distance is usually completely coincidental. But the way this mysterious visitor traveled near Venus, Mars, and Jupiter surprised scientists. Passing by 3 big planets in a single journey, that too so close, is considered a very unlucky and unusual event. Scientists calculated its probability and found that the chance of this happening is only 0.005%. That is, such a coincidence can happen hardly once in millions. Now the question arises that if this object is natural, then how did such perfect proximity happen simultaneously? It is easy to assume that all this is just a coincidence, but can this really happen? Some experts believe that its path seems to be much more calculated, i.e., made after careful thinking. Just like when we humans launch a spacecraft and make it fly by the planets so that it can collect their data, similarly, this object was also seen passing by. Now, the real game started when it reached its perihelion, i.e., the point closest to the Sun. Usually, this is the time when any comet looks the brightest and most active. But this time, the matter was different. When it reached the closest to the Sun, at the same time it completely hid from our Earth. The Sun came right in the middle, and we humans were deprived of seeing its most important moment. Now, it is a matter of thinking that how big is this coincidence? Scientists said that the chance of it hiding like this was only 7%. That is, there was a high possibility that we would have been able to see it, but fate, or maybe planning, was something else. This is what makes this visitor even more mysterious. If it was just a normal comet, then what difference would it have made to us when it hid and when it appeared? But while this object is already doing so many strange things, like making unusual flybys of planets and fitting exactly into the ecliptic plane, it's not easy to ignore that it's hiding. Some experts say that if a civilization wanted to study us without being seen, it would have chosen exactly this path. Because it was at its brightest and most data-producing moment, at the same time our eyes were taken away from it. Structural data, ice, or technology? When scientists started collecting structural data of this mysterious interstellar visitor, they got many strange signals. Initially, it seemed that it was an ordinary icy comet. Some things like water ice were detected in the spectrum data. Usually, when there is ice on the surface of a comet and it goes close to the Sun, it starts evaporating after getting heat, and a special pattern of gas and dust is formed. But, in the case of this object, the pattern turned out to be completely different. Where the model of water says that the spectrum will fall down, it went up. Where it should have fallen, it was rising. That is, there was no match between the real data and the model. It was like you expect to hear the tune of a song, but the same tune is heard playing again and again in the wrong notes. Now the question is, why is this so? If it is really a natural comet, then why is its behavior different in such a strange way? Some scientists say that this object may indeed contain water and ice, but its structure is so different that our models are unable to understand it. But on the other hand, some experts say that all this may be just a cover-up. It is possible that this object looks like a comet from the outside, but something else is hidden inside it. This is the reason why many people call it a comet mask. That is, it looks like a comet from the outside, but in reality there may be some kind of technology or artificial structure inside it. This theory sounds like science fiction, but when so many unusual signals are seen together, the human mind starts asking questions. This debate was further fueled by Harvard University's famous professor Avi Loeb. He clearly said that it would be wrong to consider this object as natural and leave it alone. According to him, its trajectory, its behavior, and its spectrum data are so different that it may be completely artificial. That is, it could be an interstellar probe or survey mission built by another civilization, which is deliberately roaming in our solar system in the form of a comet. Loeb says that when humans can send spacecraft like Voyager and Pioneer, it would be even easier for another advanced civilization to do so. The only difference would be that they give it a comet-like shape to hide their technology, so that we think it is just an ordinary space rock. This theory of Loeb is quite controversial in the scientific community. Some people consider it very interesting and logical, while many scientists say that it lacks solid evidence. They call it overhyped and claim that in reality it is an ordinary object whose data is just confusing us. But the biggest issue here is that if this object is really a survey mission of an advanced civilization, then it could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity. Imagine, a distant civilization is silently watching us, scanning our solar system, and we are still assuming that it is just a shiny rock. That is why Avi Loeb repeatedly says that we should keep our eyes and minds open. It may be that all this is really just a comet, but what if it is not a comet? If there is some technology inside it, then we can open the door to a completely new reality in front of our civilization. This thought makes it even more exciting. Dark forest hypothesis connection. Now, just think, if other civilizations really exist in the universe, then why are they not visible to us directly? Why have they not made any open contact with us till now? Many scientists find the answer to this in the dark forest hypothesis. According to this theory, the universe is a dense dark forest where every civilization is hiding like a hunter. No civilization wants to reveal its existence because it is afraid that some more powerful civilization might destroy it. In such an environment, the safest way is this: quietly watch others, but never come forward yourself. This may be the reason that if an advanced civilization is passing near us, then it disguises itself as a comet or an ordinary space rock, so that we humans see it and think, "Oh, this is just another comet," and ignore it without any doubt. Now, this is what makes this mysterious visitor even more suspenseful. Its trajectory, its hiding, and its strange signals, all this matches the same theory, as if someone is silently watching us, but is hiding itself behind a layer of cosmic dust. The question is not why they do not appear in front of us, but the question is that if they really exist, then for how long have they been watching us? And is this object also a part of the same dark forest strategy? This is where we remember the year 2017, when for the first time humanity saw an interstellar visitor, Oumuamua. Initially, everyone considered it to be just a long, rocky body. But as observations were made, strange activities were revealed in it too. Its shape was very strange, like a cigar, or a structure stretched like a pancake. The most surprising thing was that it suddenly started accelerating without any tail. That is, its speed increased as if someone had pushed it. But because scientists did not have much data and time at that time, in-depth research could not be done on it. It passed in front of our eyes, and we just kept guessing. Now that this new object has appeared, scientists are saying that this is our second big test. Last time, we ignored Oumuamua, and that opportunity slipped away. But this time, if we repeat the same mistake, then we may lose some extraordinary secret again. This is the reason why some scientists are saying it is not yet certain whether it is a comet or technology, but it is certain that ignoring it will be our biggest mistake. So now the thing to think about is whether this object is really proving the dark forest hypothesis to be true. Is it a survey mission sent silently by some distant civilization, which is watching us but is hiding itself in the form of an innocent comet? Or will it also leave us with questions and mysteries like Oumuamua? The answer is still in the dark, but it is certain that this time we have got another chance to solve the biggest cosmic mystery facing humanity. Now, the real revelation is to happen in the coming days. As this mysterious visitor moves closer to the sun, its real truth will start to come out. If it is indeed a real comet, then the ice on its surface will start melting when it gets heat. At that time, gas and dust should come out of it, and we should see its long, bright tail in the sky. This is the identity of a comet. But if this does not happen, that is, no gas-dust activity is seen in it, then the matter will become more mysterious. Because an icy comet leaving the sun without a tail will challenge the understanding of science till date. This time is very important for scientists. They are constantly keeping their telescopes on this object so that every small and big change can be recorded. But if this object remains the same even after going closer to the Sun, neither any gas came out nor any tail formed, then the suspicion will deepen that this object is not completely natural. And this will be the point from where the theory of scientists like Avi Loeb will start getting more importance. Then the question will become even bigger whether this is a mission sent by some advanced civilization. Is it silently watching us, collecting information about our technology and our presence? So now the last question is this. Is this mysterious visitor really just a bright comet? Or is it the secret of some other civilization outside our universe? The answer will be revealed in the coming days, but it is certain that this object will shake the thinking of humanity. Stay connected till the end of the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel, so that when the truth of this secret is revealed, you can see it first.